Good morning, everybody. We are back again. We are back with the Big Art Solution sports program. It's myself, Lasbon Sepang Kole, and Sheikhs Mango Bangurina. Sheikh. You still remember him, eh? I'm sure you still remember him. If he was messing your team up, you'll remember him. If he was in your team, you'll also remember him. Sheikhs, how are you doing? Just greet the viewers. Let's get started.
Good morning to the viewers. Greet you all, and thank you for tuning into our show. Hopefully, we can give you an insightful show. There's a lot of action that happened during the past weekend, and we're going to unravel it here on the show. Enjoy it.
Thanks, Sheikhs. And then let me also welcome Tsepang Lasbon. Will you kindly greet the viewers? Let's get started.
Yes, good morning to the viewers out there, and to you also, Mr. Shakes, and to you also, Mr. Shabalala. Yeah, it was a very interesting weekend. A lot of drama happened, So we are here to unpack everything. Hope everyone enjoys the first part of the show. Thank you very much.
Guys, this weekend, like you are saying, Tsepang, it was very hectic. The big one, El Clasico, all right? And also, I'm not going to call it the London Derby. It was the English Derby. Remember, this is the rivalry that started long time. Liverpool and Man United. And guess what? The two teams, they hate to be beaten by each one of them. So, and then unfortunately, we saw what happened. Man United were smashed. I don't know, should I use that term? Smashed 5-0. And that has never happened over the years. Man United used to give teams that score. And then we saw also Real Madrid against Barcelona. Unfortunately, Barcelona again, they lost. They lost 2-1. Now, let's talk about the two coaches, the two embattled coaches. What's your take? Do you think they still have to be there or not? And you out there, how do you sum it up? What's your take? Let's start with Liverpool and Man United. Right. Sheikhs, how did you see the games? Before we can talk about the two coaches, the games, how did you see
it? Liverpool game, Russell.
Yeah, we start with that one.
Okay, starting with the Liverpool-Man United game. To me, it's no surprise that Liverpool won, although I didn't expect such a huge margin, because the game was at Old Trafford, at the home of Man United. I thought they would put up more of a fight playing at home, but Liverpool were at their best, and when they are like that, very few teams can stop Liverpool. Mo Salah is at another level right now, showing that he's one of the best in the world, scoring a hat-trick at Old Trafford. Who has done that in the past times? He's one of the few, and is really showing that he's something special. Liverpool were just special, where they were very fluid up front. They punished Man United every little mistake they made. Keita was there. He's solid there in the midfield. And really, it was chalk and cheese between the two teams, Man United they're still showing faith in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But the writing is on the wall there. Klopp is a big coach. Pep Guardiola is a big coach. I don't think Ole is at that level in his coaching, And this is a big team. It's good to see that Man United have got so much faith in him and they've given him a chance. But to be honest, this team is too big for him. there's just too many personalities there that he has to deal with, and I think it requires an experienced manager to compete with the likes of Pep Guardiola and Klopp. So I don't see Ole surviving there.
Tsepa, you can come from Man United's perspective and also give your view regarding these two coaches, Ole and Klopp. And remember, let me just remind you, Klopp said this was going to be Ronaldo versus Mo Salah. So round one, Mo Salah has got it. So I wanted to remind you. Tsepa?
Yes, first, coming to Man United, the defense was very questionable. We all saw what happened within the first 10 minutes of the game. I had already predicted that Liverpool will actually run away with the game, And then it went on to 30 minutes of the first half, Liverpool was just all over Man United, and the defense was very poor on the day. Very questionable. The likes of Maguire were very how can I put this? Very flat, his defending is very questionable. Coming from the week, the game that they played during the week, also the same incidents that happened again over the weekend, So the defense is the main problem that's letting the team down, which it's actually putting a lot of pressure amongst the attacking players, the likes of Bruno, Ronaldo, because now they getting frustrated amongst themselves going forward, but also at the back, there's a problem. So the defense is a problem. So the game was already over within the first half, and all Liverpool needed to do was just to manage the game in the second half. A friend of mine was telling me that the game is not done until Mo Salah scores. He scored 2 in the first half. He just needed a hat-trick. Then the game was done, which he did that. So, yes, round one to Mo Salah, Cristiano Ronaldo lost this time around. And we actually saw that the big players in the Man United camp are very questionable during big games, because they are nowhere to be seen. So that's just a problem, a huge factor that's weighing around, and that's very questionable within the Man United camp.
Shakes, I just want to ask this. As a player, you have a former player that you played with, and he comes back as a coach. Does it have some kind of an impact to you as players? To see this guy, I used to play with him. Maybe I think I was better than him. And now he comes, he's going to coach me. I'm just asking, because why I'm asking this, I saw it, to be honest. I didn't raise it when Ronaldo came. I said, I don't know how this is going to pan out, especially the relationship. How is it going to unfold? When Ronaldo see Ole, and Ole was his colleague, and Ronaldo by then was shining than Ole. As Ole is giving instruction to players. Do you hear what I'm saying? Does it have an impact?
Yeah, I think obviously it has an impact. You see, that's why I say, Prasobri, that you need an experienced coach, one who knows how to manage a player. Now, Ole comes in, he has to be the manager of Ronaldo now, and they played together in one team, and Ronaldo's a superstar. So I think it will happen that Ronaldo doesn't agree with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics or something, and there will be clashes of personalities there. I think that's why I think really with players like our Ronaldo in the team, you need a coach with experience there who knows how to deal with these personalities and get the best out of a Ronaldo.
And then I don't know whether you guys have seen it. I think it's burning now for Ole, because if the rumors are correct, it is said that Ronaldo has requested the team to call Zidane. Now I'm asking myself, how are they going to look at each other? Ronaldo and Ole. Will Ole issue instruction to Ronaldo, or Ronaldo, is he going to listen to him? I don't know. If that is true, if that has been said, I can tell you this is a disaster. They must choose. It's either they sack Ole now to save themselves the embarrassment, or let it go, and then I don't think it's going to be smooth sailing. Sepang, what's your take on that one?
Yeah, first things first, no one is bigger than the team. So that's one thing I think these big players should know. And the lucky thing is that they are still playing under big teams. So Ronaldo doesn't really much have a say, because Man United as a whole is a big team, but he has a huge influence, yes, when it comes to certain things, you know. I mean, he's one of the greatest players of all time. So his opinion does matter, because it's more like the team is building around him, you know. So yeah, with that, it's 50-50, you know. Each and every player, I guess, has their own opinion. And I guess his opinion is much bigger than the other players. And another thing is, as a former player, and then you jump into coaching same time, it becomes a huge problem, because most coaches don't have that much experience, you know. Solskjaer was coaching Cardiff, and then all of a sudden he's a Man United manager. Only certain former players, that kind of success worked for them and is still working for them, but not everyone. Because even Lampard did the same, didn't work out in Chelsea. So they need an experienced coach, someone who can handle, yes, the egos and the tempers of those kind of players, in order for the club to move forward. But for now, Solskjaer is not that kind of coach.
Shakes, your verdict, what's your take? Do you think Solskjaer should leave?
I think really that's a no-brainer. I think the team is too big for him. He needs to maybe go gain experience elsewhere. This team here is a team that is the most expensively assembled team in the EPL, and there's no room for giving people a chance. This is a big team. There's a lot of people who are behind this team, and they have lost their faith in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Really, when I look at it, there's a picture there of three bodybuilders: Klopp, Pep, and Ole. You know, those are heavyweights there next to him, and he needs to compete with those guys. Those are heavyweights, you know. So I don't think he's ready for this one.
Guys, let's move on to Koeman, guys. What's your take about Koeman? Shakes, I must say it publicly, I really enjoy your analysis. I've been wanting to say this. You are objective as you do your analysis. As much as we have our teams, of course, we also have our teams, but it's very important that when a person does an analysis, must be objective. Don't be, because this is my team, then you side. If your team didn't do well, just say. But I've been observing you. You are very objective, fair enough, very brilliant, and very brave to call a spade a spade. I really appreciate that. Now, let's go to Koeman. What's your take? You know, Barcelona will talk there. Koeman, for me, the guy is clueless. It's clueless. I watched the game. You see a good coach, you'll see it with substitution. You know, when you substitute, there must be an impact. Koeman, I don't know when he substitute, whether there is a plan or what. There is no plan whatsoever. It's like he throws any person in. That's what I've seen with Koeman. You know, I was shocked he takes out Ansu Fati. I know Ansu, they say they don't want to put too much pressure, but Ansu put pressure by going forward. Then you bring in, he took Ansu out, you bring in Aguero. Yes, Aguero is always in the box, but is Aguero gonna go back and collect? That's the issue. All right. So for me, I said, and then at the back, I've said it, Dest is lost. What is his name again? Mengueza. Forget it. Sergio Roberto. Take Sergio Roberto and bring him in the middle. Not at the back. That right back, I rather have Dani Alves. I can tell you that. For a year, as a stop until they get a good player. There's this young man that they've signed, Bale, something like that, who's playing at the position that is played by Jordi Alba. He could have even tried that young man. But, when I look at Barcelona, there's no plan. There's no plan. He just throw bodies. And where I could not understand, when he took out, what's his name? De Jong. All right? And for me, I would have taken out Gavi, not De Jong. I think Gavi was struggling. That's me. But he took De Jong. And De Jong, I don't know whether De Jong has gone to a team that is not talented enough, because it's like, for me, he's overrated. I don't know, but you guys, maybe you have a better analysis. What's your take? Shakes, what's your take? Cool.
Yeah, with Barcelona, it's also a team I support, and it's very disappointing, when I watch my team now, because it's really going to take a while. Let me just shift focus from the coach. It's really going to take a while for Barcelona to be what they were, because everything has always been centered around Messi. And now it's like a soulless Barcelona, because now everything has changed, and it's going to take a long time for that team to get back to what we know. We've lost so many players, not just Messi, so many quality players. Griezmann, Suarez, those are world-class players that you lose in a team, and obviously it will have an effect, And I was very disappointed the way Koeman played Ansu Fati. He made him a striker there, and he was very frustrated for many parts of the game. Ansu was very frustrated because he's a player who likes fetching the ball and taking on players on the side, So I think he was played out of possession, and he got frustrated there. And then even got substituted. Sergio Aguero is the right man to play number 9. He's a box striker, So I thought maybe he must play Sergio Aguero up front and play Ansu in and around the midfield, just as an attacking, as a second striker, because that's where you will see the best of him. But in all honesty, it's going to take a while for our Barcelona to see the Barcelona that we all know, because we lost a big player there whom everything was centered around. The way Barcelona plays, it was playing to make sure that Messi gets better all the time.
Tsepa?
Yeah. Look, if Pep Guardiola had the same players that Koeman has, I think that Pep was going to utilize those players much better than the way during the current situation as it is right now, to be honest. So Koeman can't manage the players. He's got the players. They are running a project right now. Barcelona is running a project. Yes, we can give them maybe 2 to 3 years, the building phase, But I don't think Koeman is the right man for the job, because he has the players, as I'm saying, but I don't know. He can't utilize working on them in building into this new generational talent that he has within the camp. So if they would get someone who is able to use those players, I don't think we'd be saying the things that we're saying right now in regards to the current situation in Barcelona. Real Madrid is also in the same state, but they have a good coach who knows how to manage the players that they are currently building with. So Barcelona, it's a different story. So I guess if they would get someone who can use those players, they would be far.
I agree with you. He doesn't know how to use the personnel that he has. Shakespeare said it very beautiful, that it's all about man management. Koeman, his arrival, if the speculation are correct, they said right from the beginning, he started telling Suarez, I don't need you. How do you do that? You come to a team, you start telling a player, if that is true, I don't need you. Look for a club. That was a wrong approach. And if that's true, apparently they said he went to Messi and say, now everybody's going to work. No one is guaranteed. Why the subject? Why the subject? You understand? It's all about psychology and man management, all right? Now, if you start saying you are unsettling the players, all right? The way I see things, Koeman came there because he was loyal to Bartomeu, being loyal to Bartomeu, and then Bartomeu gave him a particular mandate to carry. And then because of that mandate that he was carrying, now he could not come to terms to say, you know what, let me mix the two with this mandate that I have. So he kept on that mandate, all right? And I mean, he has been fighting Koeman. I don't want Aguero, all right? You're saying that, and the player has not yet arrived. I don't want Aguero. I want Memphis Depay. If you bring him, it's your player. To get a point. And Aguero comes in, you know, it's all about what you say. Aguero comes in and he doesn't play. And can you see, by introducing Aguero, Aguero scored. And it was late the time he introduced him. So that's me. Koeman, for me, you know what? The guy must leave. The guy has never succeeded. He failed with Everton. And we cannot say he did well with the Dutch squad. All right? Because nothing to attribute there. So looking at his history, he has never done anything anywhere. And if the rumors are correct, he says he's not worried. If they fire him, they'll have to pay him. It's not about the money that you get. It's about your credibility. We'll be knowing you as a coach that was fired. So who's going to prepare to hire a coach who was fired? So you can't be proud of the fact that I'll be getting money, if that is true. Guys out there, decide, do you think Ole should leave? Do you think Koeman should leave? Barcelona fans, they believe like that. We saw they surrounded his car. They were very angry. So guys, let's bid the viewers farewell. Thank you guys for listening to us. Continue to subscribe and then give us a comment. Shakes, give them the last words.
Thank you for being with us on the show this morning. We're looking forward to the action of the week and the weekend, and we'll bring it to you like we always do. Thank you.
Tsepang?
Yeah, thank you very much to you, Mr. Shakes, and to you, Mr. Shabalala, and to the viewers out there. Yes, can you please continue to subscribe, like, and share, you know, the content, and yeah, we'll bring nothing but the best news and a lot of exciting developments within the sports industry. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you again during lunch hour. Much appreciated.